Hi everyone, we are the Incredibles, and today we will be presenting our topic, which is 10.5 Investment Multiplier, Government Expenditure Multiplier, and Tax Multiplier. Before we start the presentation, I would like to introduce myself and my teammates. I'm Simru and my teammates are Aisha and Shien. Multipliers help understand how initial spending changes affect the overall economy. They measure the impact of initial spending, like investment or government expenditure on the total economy output. The core idea is that initial spending increases lead to further rounds of spending, amplify the overall economy impact. This concept is wider in Keynesian economics and policy making, showing how fiscal policies can stimulate economic growth and how different sectors interlink to drive the economy. Definition of multiplier. The multiplier is the amount by which a change in autonomous expenditure is magnified or multiplied to determine the change in equivalent expenditure and real GDP. The formula for multiplier is change in income divided by change in aggregate expenditure. The size of multiplier depends the size of the marginal propensity to consume, which is MPC. Higher the MPC, higher is the size of the multiplier. And lower the MPC, lower shall be the size of multiplier. The formula is 1 divided by 1 minus MPC or 1 divided by MPS. Multiplier effect. At this point, we are assuming that the government controls G and T. In this section, we will review three multipliers. The first one is plain investment multiplier. The second one is government spending multiplier. And the third one is tax multiplier.
So now I would like to introduce about investment multiplier. Investment multiplier refers to the ratio of the change in the equilibrium income to change in investment. The formula of investment multiplier is KI equal to change in income over by change in investment. So investment multiplier can also derive as follows. Investment multiplier KI equal to 1 over 1 minus MPC or 1 over NPS. So here are the example. Given that C equal to 200 plus 0.75y and I equal to 100, what is the equilibrium income level when there is an increase in investment by 50 millions? Assume Y equal to 1,200 million ringgit Malaysia. So the solution is a change of Y equal to K times change in investment. So here are the following solution. So we can get the final answer as 200 millions. So the new equilibrium income level will be Y plus change of Y, which is 1,200 plus 200 equal to 1,400 millions.
Okay, next I'm going to explain the next part, which is government expenditure multiplier. So government expenditure multiplier is also known as fiscal multiplier, is an economic concept that measures the impact of a change in government spending on the overall economy. So it quantifies how much economic activities is generated by each dollar in government spending. So we can say here that if government spending increase, the national income will increase too. So here is the formula to calculate the government expenditure multiplier. So we can see here there is MPC and T. So MPC is the marginal propensity to income and T is the tax rate. So let me explain a little bit about the MPC and the T, which is tax rate. So MPC is the marginal propensity of income. So it is a fraction of an increase in income that is spent on consumption, and its measure on how much of a change in income is spent on goods and services. And T is a tax rate. So tax rate is a percentage of income that is paid in the taxes. So it measure of how much of an individual's income is taken by the government. Okay, so here is the example. So suppose the Malaysian government increases its spending by 100 million ringgit and the marginal propensity to consume, which is MPC, is 0.6. So calculate the government expenditure multiplier. So here is the solution, which is initial government spending is 100 million ringgit and MPC equal to 0.6, and when we use the formula we will get 2.5. So we can say here, for every 1 ringgit increase in government spending, the economy will grow by 2.5 ringgit. And the initial increase in government spending of 100 million will lead to an increase in national income of 250 million ringgit. So how does the government expenditure multiplier works? So the government expenditure multiplier works by increasing aggregate demand in the economy. So when the government spends money on goods and services, it creates demand for those goods and services. This leads to an increase in output, employment and income in the economy. So this increase in income leads to an increase in consumption expenditure, which in turn leads to further increase in output, employment and income. This process continues until the multiplier effect is exhausted.
In conclusion, multipliers help policymakers predict and measure the effects of fiscal interventions and investments. Investment, government expenditure, and tax multipliers provide frameworks to assess economic policies. They reveal how interconnected economic activities are and emphasize strategic spending for stability and growth. These insights help governments design effective policies for immediate challenges and long-term development.